Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope you're doing well. The middle of the week, hump day work week for all of us as well. As you know, we're getting closer and closer to the official start of the spring vernal equinox. We'll talk more about that on our Thursdays and over the weekend as well. I'll have a little post that I'll talk to you about the vernal equinox. As you know, tomorrow, Thursday, of course, people hear equinox. It means equal day and time. So Thursday actually will be our equal amount of sunlight and daylight, as our sunsets will both be at 7:27 and 7:27 for our sunset. So we're actually going to be right with equilibrium of our day and nighttime pattern. So we'll get the exact 12 hours of daylight as we should. And of course, speaking of daylight, as you know, earlier this week, the U.S. Senate made a motion to get rid of daylight saving time, and that has sparked a lot of talk about whether if it's a good idea to do that or not do that. Basically meaning we would not be turning our clocks ahead twice a year. Instead, we'd be doing it once a year as we get closer to the fall time frame as well. But again, that won't take effect until November of 2023 if that does pass the Senate and go through the lawmakers of that self as well. So other than that, some people are saying it's a good idea to get rid of daylight saving time. Some people are saying don't. If that's the case, hypothetically speaking, we would most likely not see our sun rises until almost 8:30 during the winter months, and our sunsets sometime around 7:30 at night. So just keep that in mind. That means we'd have a longer morning dark hours. And of course, that's going to be, a concern for people going to work, kids going to school and things of that nature. But we'll talk about that when that time gets here. But just keep in mind that the Senate, if it does pass it, then it has to go, of course, to the president. And once the president has enacted that law, we would then officially get rid of daylight saving time starting 2023, November 2023 is when that would take effect. So anyway, I know we switched the clocks ahead this weekend. We're not going to see much sunshine tonight as we have rain showers moving in. It is going to be mild still, 63 moving in right now as you're watching us during the dinner time hour. Excuse me, we'll see temperatures go from the 60s to the 50s overnight this evening. With that rain heavy at times between 9, 10, 11, it'll begin to kind of simmer down as you do make your way during the early to late overnight hours. So just do keep that in mind as well. For tomorrow, most likely we're going to see morning rain. We'll see heavy at times. Highs stay in the 60s, right around 70 degrees. There'll be a north-northwest breeze coming into play as you make your way out. So again, tomorrow morning, you're definitely going to need the rain gear as you're heading out to work and or school. Then by mid-afternoon, we'll begin to see some partly to mostly cloudy skies develop over in the mid-evening hours. So again, we'll see rain in the morning. That'll quickly taper off to some afternoon partly clearing skies in the day. Our area-wide temperatures, again, Martinsville 69, 67 as you make your way up towards Rocky Mount, Boone's Mill 65 there in Ferrum, 68 Stewart, 61 there outside of Medazadana towards Route 8. Again, everywhere else where you're pretty much seeing is what you get. Most of this will take place in the mid to late afternoon hours. So again, tomorrow morning it's going to be wet. It's going to be a little dreary out there. So just keep that in mind. Always remember the law, wipers on, lights on. It is a state law here in the Commonwealth. So remember to have your headlights on your low beams as well as your wipers on too. So just keep that in mind as you are heading out and about tomorrow. Some mild air is in shaping for our Thursday afternoon. So again, if you have any, of course, baseball is underway now and some soccer practices and tennises are taking place at your local high school area sports, and our community colleges too are doing those outside now. And again, more of a mushy grass, so that's going to be expected for your Thursday. But again, for the weekend, it does look like we should be okay. We may see another round of rain as another cutoff low pressure system is going to be moving up from the south, possibly giving us some stray showers early on our Saturday. Do stick around with us. That's all the time I have for you. More great local programming is up next. Luis will turn things back over to you after a word from a few sponsors.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.